Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Joanna from Find My Beauty, and I'm coming with you today with a request. I had a subscriber who was interested in me reviewing the Real Techniques sculpting set. It was a collector's edition. I don't know if this is a limited edition or not, to be honest, but I was on the hunt. I've been on the hunt for a good contour brush, specifically for powder. I generally, on a day-to-day basis, contour with powder. So I was just trying to find a good brush that was a little bit angled, that could provide definition and sculpt my cheeks and, you know, my area when providing the contour. So I picked up this because I generally love Real Techniques. I think their brushes are amazing. Really high quality for an affordable price. This exclusive set was about $20. I got it at Ulta, and it comes with 3 different brushes. The first is this Real Techniques sculpting brush, and this sculpting brush is sort of like a dense angled brush. It features a wide angled head, and it's specifically designed to create defined contours of the face. So it fits perfectly in the contours of your face though. And I used it today with a cream contour. I've used it mostly with powder. What I find, even though I think the angle and the shape of the brush is wonderful, I feel like it's a little bit too dense to provide the contouring that I'm looking for. I generally do a natural contour, usually nothing too stark or defined, and I like to blend things out. While this is great at providing the, I guess, the sculpt portion of your contour, it's not enough. It can blend out, but I feel like it takes a lot of effort and a lot of work to use this brush in order to blend it out. It actually isn't my favorite. I prefer something a little bit more fluffier, something that has a little bit more give when trying to blend out product. Now, could I see this benefiting in other ways? Yes. This is not necessarily for just sculpting. You can use this to provide, I think this fits, and I've seen Desi Perkins use it like this actually, to use this as a brush for concealer, like buffing away the concealer under your eyes. The angle fits nicely right underneath here. You could also use this to provide foundation. This is a dense kind of brush, enough that you can really buff in the foundation into your skin. And if you tend to use a more liquid or cream contour, you can probably use this as well. Though again, it's not my favorite. I did use this, as you see in my demo, with a cream contour, and it just felt like it was just too much work. I felt like I've used other foundation brushes or other brushes and gotten the same or better effect on my sculpting. Now, the second brush that it comes with is a fan brush. It's a typical fan brush. It's not as big and wide and fluffy, and I find it's very like firm, soft, but like firm and not so floppy. I feel like there's a lot of fan brushes that you put it on, it kind of is just flops everywhere. Guys, with this brush, I think it's actually wonderful. I like the dual fiber, the ends right here, the white brushes, and sorry, excuse if they're a little dirty, but I have been using them today. It picks up enough product and it places it perfectly where you need to. You could also use this nice to create kind of a diffused effect on your cheeks for some, if you want extra highlight, or maybe even using it as blush, as a little bit of a blush brush for something really nice and light around your cheeks. So this overall, I actually really like. It's probably one of my it's probably one of my most favorite fan brushes that I've ever come across, and I have been using this a lot for my highlight around here. I prefer it with a powder. If it's cream or like a highlight like ColourPop, which is a little bit more bit of a moist product that turns into something dry, I don't prefer it. But with a powder, such as like the Marion Luminizer from the Balm, it picks up beautifully and it places it exactly where you need to. So I definitely like this. Also great to highlight other areas such as the bridge of your nose and your Cupid's bow as well. So definitely worth it for this brush. And of course, I already have this third brush. The third brush is the setting brush. I actually have the original right here. They are exactly the same brush. This one just comes in the new packaging, which is this more of a hot, like neon metallic pink. metal here. The rest of it's the same, and it still has that same rubber end here for grip, which is great. And the brush is exactly the same. I love this brush. So for me, it wasn't a loss to get another one. I use that one a lot to set my what I use this specifically is to set my under eye powder. I feel like it fits perfectly right here underneath, as you can see in my demo. I also use it to highlight other areas such as my nose, my cupid's bow around my mouth here. And also it is great when contouring to highlight that area and to provide a more precise contour. Overall, on the whole, I do like these products. I do like these brushes. This one is a little bit leaning towards my not so fave, and it's disappointing because I actually wanted this set because of this brush. So while the other two are great, these weren't brushes that I really needed in my collection. They weren't like, oh my god. Though I really like this fan brush. As I said, it is one of my favorites fan brushes that I've ever come across. This brush, like I said, I already do own, so I didn't really need it, but it's always good to have a second backup, or I can use it for other things. Use one for the setting under my eyes, and I can use also, these are also great for highlights. So if you don't want to use the fan brush, you can highlight here across your cheeks. Gives a little bit more. It's a denser brush, but you can just hit the tips and it works just the same, if not better. So this is one of my favorite brushes from Real Techniques in general. So definitely recommend getting it with or without this set. This, I think it will be personal preference. I don't really like the denseness of it. I feel like this is more of a buffing type brush. So I guess for cream contouring, this would probably be beneficial, even though I personally didn't like it. For powders, it does place it. I just feel like it's just not, I need it more fluffy. I like more fluffy brushes to provide a good blend. I feel like this is just too stark for me. But if you prefer that look, if you prefer something that's going to really sculpt and really give you a stark contour, then this is probably a good brush for you. But like I said, you can use it in different formats. You can use it under your eyes concealer to buff your concealer away, or to just foundation in general. I think this would be a great brush, which I probably will end up using this as something different. Even though I might continue to play around with it more and for other uses as well, I don't see this becoming my favorite brush at all by any means. Well, anyway, that's my review. You can get these brushes. I got this at Ulta, and I'm sure there's a couple of different drugstores you can probably get it. I'm not sure where else they sell it. I know I typically see it at Ulta, and it's where I usually buy it. So, and they may have it on their own website. If they do, I'll link it down below. I hope you've enjoyed this review. If there's any other questions, please give me a comment down below. And please like this if you'd like to continue to see reviews on different products, makeup, brushes, etc. If there's anything in particular that you want me to review, any of my other brushes, please feel free to ask me below. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.